meditation, day 23. Let us begin with prayers. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So today we are going to discuss on the theme 4 great disqualifications. So let us see the seventh stanza, which we are going to begin today. Kuberatmajau baddha murtyaiva yadva tvayamocitau bhakti bhajau kritau cha tatha prema bhaktim swakame prayacha namokshe graho me sti damodareha. The translation of this verse is, O Lord Damodara, just as the 2 sons of Kubera, Maṇigrīva and Nalakūvara, were delivered from the curse of Nārada and made into great devotees by you in your form as a baby tied with rope to a wooden grinding mortar, in the same way, please give to me your own prema bhakti. I only long for this and have no desire for any kind of liberation. So here again, Satyavrata Muni, the author of this Damodara Ashtaka, who is a great devotee, he is again stressing the point of pure unalloyed bhakti, bhakti which is untinged with any motives, both material and spiritual. So he's saying, I just want to attain your prema bhakti. Just like you gave this to the sons of Kubera, that is Maṇigrīva and Nalakūvara, you gave them prema bhakti, your loving service. I also long for the same prema bhakti. This is what the meaning of this prayer is. So now we'll meditate on the first line of this stanza, which reads, Kuberatmajau baddha murtyaiva yadva Kuberatmajau baddha murtyaiva yadva. Kubera Atmajau, the 2 sons of Kubera. Atmajau refers to the sons or the children of Kubera. So we know Kubera is the treasurer of the Devatas. He is a very exalted person. He is appointed as the treasurer of the Devatas. So he possesses a lot of riches. And Atmajau means his sons. Their names were Nalakūvara and Maṇigrīva. And naturally, because of they had inherited a huge wealth of their father. So they had become very proud because of their wealth and many other things. We will discuss about that. Kubera Atmajau, these 2 sons of Kubera, who were actually cursed by Nārada Muni to become trees. They were actually delivered by Lord Krishna in this Damodar Leela. So this stanza reveals another purpose of the Lord performing this sweet Damodar Leela. Lord Krishna, whenever he performs any activity, he has multiple purposes in mind. He achieves multiple things through his single activity. Just like in Govardhan Leela, we had discussed that when Krishna lifted the Govardhan Leela, there were many purposes which when Krishna lifted the Govardhan hill, he achieved many purposes. The first one being he conveyed to all his devotees that his devotees need not worship any devata. Secondly, he also conveyed that a devotee who surrenders to him is protected by him in all circumstances. Thirdly, he also crushed the pride of King Indra. So, through one single Leela, Lord Krishna achieves multiple purposes. In the same way, in this Damodar Leela also, so far we have been hearing that Krishna performed this Damodar Leela to glorify the process of pure love, pure bhakti, to glorify Mother Yashoda, her loving service to Krishna. So this is the main purpose. But there is a sub-purpose also which Krishna achieved by performing this Damodar Leela, and that is revealed here in the 7th stanza. Kubera Majau, to deliver the two sons of Kubera, who were actually cursed by Narad Muni to become trees. Baddha Murtya Eva. Baddha, we have heard this word many times in this verse, in this prayer, Damodara Ashtakam. Baddha means bound. By he whose divine form, Murti means his divine form, was bound, Baddha, with ropes to the grinding mortar. So that is referring to Lord Krishna in his Damodara form. Baddha Murtyaiva Yadvat. Yadvat means since they were like that, that means the two sons of Kubera were like two trees, cursed by Nārada to take birth as twin Arjuna trees. So let us see in this line what are the lessons that we can learn. First of all, the two sons of Kubera, we have to understand their history. So, what happened? Why did Narad Muni, a saintly devotee of the Lord, curse the two sons of Kubera? It is described in the Bhagavatam that once Narad Muni happened to visit Kailasa. And in Kailasa, which is the abode of Lord Shiva, there he saw Mansarovar lake, a lake which is very beautiful, which is also very, very holy place. It's a very sanctifying place. Lot of even today, lot of devotees visit the Kailas Mansarovar Yatra. They do, and there they take a holy bath. So it is actually Ganga river flowing there, and it is very, very purifying. Ganga river is purifying because it is coming from the lotus feet of Lord Vishnu. The water is coming from Lord Vishnu's feet. Therefore, it is very, very pure, purifying. So once Narad Muni visited that place, and there he saw the two sons of Kubera. They were actually intoxicated and they were naked. And they were having a pool party along with other girls, some girls there in that Mansarovar lake. You see, that is a holy place. One goes there to become free from sinful reactions by taking a holy dip in the river Ganga. But because these two sons of Kubera, they were actually spoiled sons. They were actually intoxicated, not only because of the liquor that they were drinking, but they were also intoxicated with four things. Four things were intoxicating them. What are the four things? Number one, high parentage, Janma. They were born as Devatas. They were born as sons of Kubera, the treasurer of the Devatas. Sometimes people become proud. They say, you know, who is my father? You know, what is my position? I am born in such a royal family, aristocratic family. So people become proud because of high parentage. And secondly, the second thing that was blinding them, that was priding, that made them proud, was Aishwarya, wealth. As I mentioned, Kubera, treasurer of the Devatas. What Whatever they desired, their father was ready to give them. So, in other words, they simply had to desire, and their father would actually supply that to them. So, the second thing that can bring about pride in people's mind is wealth, riches. So, people think if I have money, I can buy anything. I deserve anything. I can get anything in this world if I have money. So, that brings in a kind of pride. So, Janma, second one is Aishwarya, wealth. Third one is Shrutaha. Shrutaha means being very learned, being very scholarly, being uh, having access to all kinds of knowledge. This also can make a person proud, right? So, since they were born in a Devata family, the two sons were naturally very well educated also, and they thought, we know everything, we don't have to care for anything else. So, this is another kind of pride, blindness that can come about. So, somebody who has a very good educational qualification, if he has no humility, then his education is of no use. So, humility means to understand that what I know is very little. Unknown is an ocean. What I know is a drop. If one does not understand this, instead becomes proud, thinking that I am so knowledgeable, I am so scholarly, then that leads to his downfall. So, Shrutaha means to be learned. And fourth disqualification that they had is they were proud because of Shri Bihi. Shri means beauty. They were very young. They had the bodies of devatas, so they were handsome, very beautiful to look at. So therefore, they were proud because of their beauty, their charms. So naturally, when a person has even one of these four things, we see how people become very proud. Now imagine Kubera's sons, they had all these four together. So they were very, very proud. So they were actually naked. They were enjoying water sports with young girls in that Mansarovar, Manasi, in that Ganga river. And there, Narad Muni happened to visit that place. And as soon as the girls saw Narad Muni, they became ashamed and they started covering their bodies. Whereas these two sons, they were so intoxicated, both by pride and by the liquor that they had drunk, they could not appreciate the presence of a pure devotee like Narad Muni, and they continued to remain naked. Seeing this, Narad Muni became angry. Now, his anger is not because of being insulted. We become angry when somebody insults us, right? We think we are so great and people should respect us. But a pure devotee like Narad Muni has no such misconceptions. He is not interested in the honor and respect that people offer to him. But he became angry out of compassion, out of compassion. Just like a teacher becomes angry when the children do not study well, isn't it? The teacher is not angry because he or she is personally at loss. A real teacher becomes angry at his or her students when he sees that the students are not studying well or not progressing in academics. That kind of a sattvic anger was displayed by Narad Muni. He thought, look at these two boys. They have got such a good opportunity. They have got this Devata body and they have good intelligence. They have good bodily beauty and they have everything that is required for them. They should have used this human form of life for making spiritual advancement. But see what has happened to them. They have become blind to the reality. They are immersed in sensual enjoyment. This sensual enjoyment is available even for cats and dogs. But in spite of getting such an exalted birth. These two brothers, instead of making spiritual advancement, they have become so degraded like animals. In fact, they are so intoxicated that they don't even have the sense that they should cover the lower part of their body. So they are just like trees. Trees, they stand in the scorching sun, in the heavy rains, in pinching cold, in winter. They just stand exposed. So this is their consciousness. So Narad Muni thought, I should somehow awaken their spiritual uh, identity. I should help them to come closer to Krishna. So this is how a pure devotee always thinks. A pure devotee like Narad Muni is always interested to do the greatest good to everybody. So he sees anybody enjoying, so-called enjoying in the material world, he thinks actually they're not enjoying, they're suffering. Instead of using human life for spiritual advancement, they are degrading themselves. So how to bring them to the shelter of Krishna? This is the thinking of every pure devotee, Acharya. It is with this spirit that Srila Prabhupada traveled all over the world to spread the message of Krishna consciousness to the suffering humanity in the modern age. So Narad Muni thought, I should put them in a condition where they will no more be able to become proud. They should not become proud. They should become humble. So thinking like this, Narad Muni cursed them to become trees. They became twin Arjuna trees. And because Narad Muni is a devotee, is a pure devotee, even that curse was actually helpful for these two brothers because they were born as twin Arjuna trees in the courtyard of Nanda Maharaja's house in Gokul, where later on Krishna performed this Damodar Leela. So after Mother Yashoda bound Krishna to the wooden grinding mortar and she became busy with her household duties, what did Krishna do? Krishna did not simply sit there. He actually started dragging the wooden mortar towards the two Arjuna trees. He could see. Why did he go there? Because his pure devotee, Narad Muni, had, had decided that these two brothers should get the blessings of Lord Krishna. So whenever a pure devotee of the Lord desires something, the Lord definitely fulfills such desires. So therefore, because of the words of Narad Muni, Lord Krishna, Damodara, who was bound to the wooden mortar, he started dragging his mortar towards the two trees. And the two trees were like this, one next to each other. So Krishna entered into the two trees. Then the wooden mortar got, it actually became horizontally stuck like this between the two trees. And Krishna started pulling from the other side. So when Krishna started pulling, what happened? Even though he's a small boy, but he is the source of all strength, isn't it? So when he pulled, the two trees fell down, crashed to the ground, making a tumultuous sound. And from those two trees came out two effulgent personalities. They were dazzling. And those two were the sons of Kubera. They had been waiting there for thousands of years in the bodies, in their cursed life. They were repentful. Oh, I have offended a pure devotee like Narad Muni. We are such offensive persons. They were repenting and they were waiting for Krishna's mercy. And these two, as soon as the two trees fell down, these two personalities came out and they bowed down in front of Krishna and they offered prayers to Krishna, thanking Krishna. And they promised to Krishna, my dear Lord Krishna, from today onwards, because of the blessings of your pure devotee Narad Muni, we are able to see you face to face. Your darshan even devatas don't get, but we have got such a close darshan of your lordship because of the blessings of Narad Muni. We have been very sinful. We have not misused. We have misused our our human life. So from today, we promise you, O Lord Damodara, that we shall engage in your service. We shall use our eyes only to see your form. We shall use our ears only to hear about your glories. And we shall use our body only to serve you. We shall use our power of speech to glorify you and to spread your message to more and more people. So, like this, they promise, and by the blessings of Krishna, they got liberated in this way from their cursed lives, and they went back to their abode, to the Yakshaloka. So, the lesson from this incident, there are many important lessons. Four things which generally people aspire for in this world, that is, birth in a good family, possessing good amount of wealth, riches, being very learned, educated, and being very beautiful, charming. These four things are generally desired by everybody in this world. But if one is not a devotee of the Lord, if one does not have spiritual education, spiritual knowledge, these four things become disqualifications for a person. And these four things make a person blind to the reality of life. And because of this, a person becomes degraded, just like the sons of Kubera. So, from this Leela, we are understanding that one may be as exalted as the son of a Devata, but if he has no spiritual knowledge, it is of no use, right? That is first thing. Second thing is, another important lesson is, unless we receive the blessings of a pure devotee of the Lord, it is not possible for us to actually realize our mistake. It is not possible for us to revive our loving devotional service relationship with Krishna. So it is very, very important to come in touch with a pure devotee spiritual master, just like Narad Muni delivered the two sons of Kubera. Third learning is, when we receive in this case, Narad Muni's curse towards the two sons of Kubera turned out to be a benediction for them, because they came in direct contact with Krishna through that curse. So, therefore, coming in touch with a pure devotee in some way or the other is always for our ultimate good. In fact, it is explained in the scriptures, sadhu sangha sarva shastra kahe, lavamatra sadhu sangha sarva siddhi hoye. It is said, even a moment's association with a pure devotee of the Lord can actually help us attain the highest perfection in our life. A few moments of association with a pure devotee can purify us, can enable us to attain the highest perfection. Just like these two degraded sons of Kubera, few moments of association with Narad Muni, they got the highest perfection of being able to see the Lord face to face. Right? And the fourth and the most important lesson from today's talk is that the words of a pure devotee are so important that even Lord Krishna obeys those words. Even Lord Krishna respects the words of a pure devotee like Narad Muni. Then what to speak of all of us? We should definitely receive the words of a pure devotee with great respect and follow them. Sri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Satma Bando Mui Savadhana Mate Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitte Te Koriya Aikya Aur Na Koriho Mane Asha. This is a Bengali song. In all ISKCON temples, we sing every day during Guru Puja in the morning. The meaning of this prayer is, the lotus feet of the spiritual master are the abode of pure devotional service. It is only when we come in touch with the lotus feet of a pure devotee that we can attain bhakti. Therefore, our only desire should be to make our consciousness purified by the words that the pure devotee speaks. Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chittete Koriya Aikya Orana Koriho Mane Asha. The words that are spoken by a pure devotee, spiritual master, should be taken very, very seriously. They should be executed. And that is going to enable us to attain the highest perfection. So we are all very fortunate that in this fallen age of Kali Yuga, we have all come in touch with such a pure devotee of the Lord, Srila Prabhupada, who is a bona fide acharya, who comes in the same parampara as Narad Muni. Prabhupada is a pure devotee, just like Narad Muni travels all everywhere in the universe, meets all kinds of people, and gives them the knowledge of Krishna Bhakti. In the same way, as a representative of Narad Muni, Srila Prabhupada traveled all over the world and he preached the message of Krishna consciousness to one and all without any discrimination. He established 108 Krishna temples all over the world. Today, the Hare Krishna mantra is a household name in all over the world. People know this. It's because of Srila Prabhupada's preaching. And we are so fortunate that we have come in touch with him. And Srila Prabhupada says, I shall live in my books. So Prabhupada's Vani, his instructions are still present for us to associate with. There is no difference between the pure devotee and pure devotee's Vani, his words, his instructions. So even today, we can also associate with Srila Prabhupada through his lectures, through his books, through his conversations, through his letters that he had written during his physical presence on this planet. And in this way, we can also gain sadhu sangha, pure association of a pure devotee. So, and then these four things, even though we may have these four things, we will not get carried away. They will not be disqualifications anymore. With bhakti, these four things, what we discussed, good parentage, wealth, and being very learned, and being beautiful, charming, these four things become qualifications with bhakti. So therefore, bhakti is what we should add in our life. And that pure bhakti we get only by the blessings of a pure devotee, spiritual master. So therefore, let us all chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Srila Prabhupada has given us a very important instruction. He says, you simply chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra every day nicely, and you will attain spiritual perfection. So this is what the scriptures are revealing. This is what Prabhupada has insisted. So therefore, let us follow the instructions of Srila Prabhupada and chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. And that's the surest way to receive complete blessings of the Lord and attain highest perfection in our life. So for the next 1 minute, I request all of you to please join me. We shall chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra together for 11 times. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you very much. So request all of you to please chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra every day without missing, and in this way get the complete blessings of the Supreme Lord. Anyone has any questions, any comments, please feel free to speak. Okay, thank you so much. We have another 7 days left, exactly 1 week remaining in this auspicious Kartik month. So let us make the best use of each day of Kartik month by nicely chanting the Hare Krishna mantra and offering ghee lamp, singing the Damodara Ashtaka. Try to chant more and more Hare Krishna mantra during this next 7 days. So, and seek the blessings of Lord Damodara. Thank you very much for joining. We shall meet again tomorrow at 9:15 p.m. Shri Kartik Damodar Shri Kartik Deepotsav Mahamahotsav ki jai. Shri Shri Radha
Jai.
Damodar ki jai. Vishwa Guru Srila
Jai.
Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Hare Krishna Prabhu.